Hello, crafty friends. My name's Alicia, but as always, you can call me Crafty Al, and welcome to day 4 of my surprise Advent live stream series. If you are here with me live, say hey and where you're watching from over in the chatter box. And if you're here on replay, let me know where you're watching from down in the comment section below. Also, whether you're live or on replay, I would like to know, have you ever had a dirty soda? If you're here live, you can type 1 for yes and then tell us your favorite combos over there in the chatter box. If you have never had one, but you do know what they are, type 2 for no. And if you have no idea what a dirty soda is, which if you've been watching my live streams, this one or the last series, you probably know, but type a 3 if you do not know. Now, if you are on replay, you can get in on the bubblegum bonus fun. What I need you to do is answer that question, but I have some requests for you. Please do not just put 1, 2, or 3. Be like, no, I've never had a dirty soda, or I don't know what a dirty soda is, or yes, I've had it and this is my favorite combo. Because I'm getting answers that are just the numbers and I don't know what you're answering to. So if you'll do that, and to get entered into the bubblegum bonus drawing, you have to answer that question, and then your comment must include hashtag replay. All right. That way I know you want to be entered into the bubblegum bonus machine. I'll pull 2 or 3 once the series is over from each of the comment boxes below. Another thing to keep in mind, I want my replay family to answer every question I ask, and some of you do. But what I do want to ask is please do not put hashtag replay on all your responses, because when I go later, like for instance, yesterday's question was what was it? Oh, did you watch me on Craft Roulette? So only put the hashtag replay when you're answering that question. Don't put it on all of them, because if I draw your name and you haven't answered that question, you're not going to get the bubblegum bonus anyway. If you want to do like hashtag team replay on all your answers, that's fine. But please, on that specific one for the bubblegum bonus, if you will only use a hashtag replay on that one. All right. That's just going to help me out at the end so I don't have to keep redrawing. Let's see here. Let's go to new news. Let's see what's on my desktop, friends. First of all, my virtual, this is my physical representation of my virtual tip jar. And I did have some very kind donations come into PayPal between yesterday morning and today. So I would like to say, I would give them a thank you. So overnight, I had Angie. Now, I did know Angie yesterday morning, but not in time to get her on our new graphic. So thank you so much to Angie D, Deborah F, Carrie H, and I forgot to add Carmen. Carmen snuck one in on me too. Thank you so much to everybody who has sent those in. Like the PayPal thing says, the first $50 goes to shipping, and anything over that will be going toward my travel to Chicago and my souvenirs for the chicks in October. So thank you so much for that. Let's go ahead and take a look at our updated graphic. It jumped overnight. Oh, let me hide the poll for now. So we have I updated our tip jar with our new both super chatters from yesterday and the PayPal donations from overnight. And then yesterday, Tyler and Erica, mostly crafting, gave me some more money for my crispy Diet Coke funds. And we also gained 3 new members yesterday, which, by the way, I completely did not notice that Kimberly became a member. So thank you to Kimberly for being a member, and
Thank you very much
to everyone who has donated or done a membership, which, by the way, I just looked over and I see that Suzanne has gifted 1 Call Me Crafty Al membership, and that went to Irene Smith. Oh, I think we know Irene if you are a Craft Roulette or just a crafty YouTuber fan.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for that. All right, let me put the poll back up. Sure. All right, and let's go ahead too and take a minute and thank our sponsors of the series. Okay, maybe I need to hide this again. All right. So our grand prize sponsors, those are the subscribers who sent in the surprises that I'm opening each day here during this live stream, which is in honor of my 10 years here on YouTube. Up on the screen are their names, and so far it's been super fun. If you have had lots of fun during the series already, make sure to smash the button, whether like button, whether you're here live or on replay. Oh, and right there, Irene is here. Yay. We don't always have, oh, it flew by. Good morning, though, Amy. Irene is here, so that's great. They're not always watching the people who get the membership, so I love that. And then also so the grand prize, again, if you're new to the series, watch the kickoff video one time all the way through, okay? And it's going to give you all of the details. The grand prize is just for those of you who have US addresses. But I do have many bonus prizes. I reach out to my favorite crafty companies, and I have one bonus prize for each day, you guys. So I will tell you here in just a little bit who is today's bonus prize sponsor and how you can enter to win that. Oh, I forgot my poll. Let me get that back up there. We'll leave that up there for just a couple minutes. Also, another new news thing I have. Oh, first off, thank you very much to everyone who yesterday gave Presley a super chat. She had a rough day after quitting. And I would probably call it hostile, the way she made it sound. The person who was there supervising did not make her day very fun. So she came home pretty bummed. And when I told her, but you have some money now, so you got some super chats. So she is very thankful for that. She is upstairs though studying because after I get off here, we're gonna go. Well, it's supposed to storm, so hopefully that holds off or it's done by the time I am. But it's supposed to storm. But we were going to go to the record store and then try out the new Dirty Soda shop here in Omaha, which has anybody in the chat been to Fizz? It's Fiiz. If you have, put Fiiz in all caps over in the chatter box or in the comment section. I'm a little nervous. I wanted to wait and go maybe this coming week just because I figure it'd be a little less busy, but she says it's going to be busy all the time since it just opened. So we are going to try to go over there and get ourselves a dirty soda. But speaking of soda, guess who went out and cashed in a couple of her crispy Diet Cokes this morning? This girl. Let me know what you guys are sipping on at home. And those chats have flown. Those chats have flown, guys. I have not seen much. So make sure that if you have a question for me or need my attention during the live stream, that you put question in all caps. If it's just a question for me, if it's a general question, the chatterbox is so friendly. They will definitely help you out. If it's a comment that you need me to see, or if I like ask you a specific question and want you to reply, I will need you to put Crafty Al in front of the message. You can no longer tag me, unfortunately, and it pops up highlighted. But if you put those words in all caps at the beginning, it is easier for me to see as those comments fly by. So I will leave that scrolling across the bottom as a reminder for you. We do have Stephanie's in the chatter box. She's got her little moderating wrench. I don't know if Carmen's here or not, but she might help out with moderation. So thank you very much to them. Let's go ahead though and take a look at our poll and we'll get that closed so we can get on with our day because Presley's like, can you try to be faster tomorrow? So we'll see. I told her, I'm like, I think every day I am being fast, but then it always ended up, there's Carmen. Thank you, friend, for being here. I did see Danny's here too. She has a wrench, but she does not have to do anything. She can just hang out. And nobody has to moderate if they don't want to, but I do appreciate those of you who do to help me out. So she wants me to go fast. I told her, I think I don't know how these end up being 2.5 hours each day, but they do. So let's go ahead though. Oh yeah, close the poll. Let's see what you guys know about a dirty soda. All right. All right, here we go. 11% Have had one, and I'll have to go through later and read what your favorite combos were in the chat because again, they are flying. 84% of you have not had a dirty soda. I will tell you, when I first heard about putting coffee creamer in pop, it was not appetizing, but man, do I love a dirty soda. And then 5%, two of you say, what is a dirty soda? So that is just like the soda equivalent of fancy coffees. You put syrups in them and creamers and stuff, and I enjoy it. I love it. All right. Yes, we do go long. Hope I think that's why you said that. We do go long because we're having fun together. Yeah. She's wanting to get down to the record store. She always wants to go there, so, Kelly said, "I used to be able to see the special emojis, but when I click on the icon in the chat, it's blank. Any suggestions?" Well, Kelly, you can see the regular emoji. No, I can't. Hold on. No, you are a member. You should be able to. Maybe try a different browser or go out and come back in. I'm not sure. That has to be a YouTube thing. If you are a member, see if you can get to the special emojis for me and put some over in the chat. All right. You know what? Let's go ahead and talk about our special bonus prize sponsor. And guess what? She is in the chat today. Hello, Jamie. Thank you for joining us. That is right, you guys. Jamie of Not Too Shabby is today's bonus prize sponsor. And she has for us a $35 gift certificate, and she does ship worldwide. So you can be anywhere to enter to win it. And I'll tell you how to do that here in a minute. Do keep in mind your shipping will come out of your gift certificate. And if you are international, customs and duties are on you. So keep that in mind if you want to enter. But to enter to win her gift certificate, if you are here live, you cannot put this over in the chat now, in the chatter box. You need to come back and leave a comment for me, okay? What you're going to do is you're going to visit Jamie's online store, Not Too Shabby's online store. That is linked in the description box below, and Nightbot will be sharing it over in the chatter box off and on for you. I want you to peruse around, see what she has for sale, and I want you to come back to the comment section, and I want you to put at least 2 products that you might buy with your gift certificate if you win it down in the comment section below. Now, they need to be specific products. You can't just put stamps or dies. You need to put maybe the rustic blooms pattern paper. I used that the other day, or like a specific stamp set. Okay. If your comments do not meet the requirement, I will delete it just so it doesn't like I don't interfere later when I go to do the drawing. Okay. So make sure you have visited that, get your at least 2 specific items in mind, and leave that comment. You will have to come back again after it's live to leave that. Thank you, Jamie, and thank you for being today's sponsor. Erica says, every time she goes to Not Too Shabby to buy one thing, she buys 5. Isn't that the truth? Irene already knows some stuff she might want. Love it. Love it, love it. Okay, let's go ahead. Oh, I forgot. I have one other comment to show off. So who was it? Elisa said, good morning, fellow crafties. I know we talked yesterday that we need a special sticker. So when I should have been doing other things, friends, I came up with some ideas here. So the top 2, of course, are just for crafties, for the crafty Swifties here. And I have a couple different ones, either bowing down or bowing up. And on the second one down, I did color in the letters instead of leaving them black. So I don't know. Let me know what you think. I also made another one with Let's Get Crafty. And I know that there should be an apostrophe in Let's, but that font does not have an apostrophe. So you might be seeing these coming to some some consolation prize stickers in the future. Deb said that she checked out Not Too Shabby right after I used the rustic bloom. So many items to one. Awesome, Deb, and thank you again for that PayPal donation. All right. Stephanie says she likes the colored letters. The second Crafties one. Yeah, that's probably my favorite too. So we'll see. I don't know that I'll get to those during this series, but I have started playing around with those. All right. Oh, I forgot to show you my new album. So I went to the Dollar Tree the other day and to get an album to keep my daily postcards in. And then I spent like, I don't know, a good 45 minutes the other night setting up, daily pages, which with each of our sponsors envelope in the background, putting them on another page to print them, printed them out. I come down here the next morning and my printer messed them up. There were like stripes all through them. So this is the first day I get to show it, but I have had this album for a few days. But what I've done is just printed out a title page, and this is just a 4x6 album from the Dollar Tree, and the front, that one's blank. But then on the inside, I have our sponsor for day one is Carmen and the postcard we made together. Day two was Barbara and our cute little bunny in a cup. And then yesterday, day three was Dawn with the T Swift, the Crafties, the Swifties stamp set. So I thought that was fun to just keep them in. And I know it's not very permanent. I just print on regular paper because these are all going to go out to winners, which stick around because I will be giving away the creation I make today, as well as a very exclusive consolation prize. So I hope that you'll be here the whole time. Do not forget, guys, to smash that like button if you have not already. We will do one stamp of approval check, and then we will find out who's present, whose gift we'll be opening today. All right, guys, we have almost 90 of you on here and only 67 thumbs ups. So we can do a little bit better. Even if you're not hanging out with us in the chatter box, chatting, please go ahead and smash that like button. Here, Dawn said, missing member emojis is a known issue on lives since the iPhone update, apparently. I just love it when stuff updates. Speaking of scary updates, I think the next time my Mac updates, my MacBook, which is what I do all this on, and my other crafty stuff, I don't know if my Silhouette software is going to work anymore. And that makes me very sad. I have not looked into it, but I think an alert popped up the other day and I ignored it. And then I saw the Brother Scan and Cut is going to have issues in a little bit. So not very fun. But let's go ahead and get our gift chosen for the day. Are you ready, friends? So I am using the wheel of names, and our daily sponsors who are left are up there on the wheel still. So let me know who you think the wheel might pick today. Give me your guesses over in the chatter box. I'm getting a sip of my crispy Diet Coke. I needed it today, guys. I actually got two, and I've drank about 1.25 so far. All right. Let's see. Oh, I got to go over here. All righty, who will it be? Oh my goodness, that's fun. I think the first person I saw say any names was Elisa, and she said Jay, so she must have known. All right, guys, are we ready? So have I seen Jay in the chat? Jay, shout out if you're here, friend. I know that it's been flying by. Okay. Oh, look at that. We have somebody new to Not Too Shabby. I love that. Kelly says, OMG, Not Too Shabby is new to her and she's filling up her cart. I love that, Kelly. And I forgot, please, if you do go shop with these sponsors, make sure in the order notes, if they have a section, to put Call Me Crafty Al sent me. Some of them are affiliate links, so it will tie your sale to me, but not all of them are. So if you'll add that to the notes, that would be great. And that's how when I reach out next time, they might be willing to help us out again. So thank you for that. Okay. Oh, I think I might have just seen, did I just seen Jay fly by? Or are people just saying Jay? All right. Okay. I don't see it. So here's Jay's. It is meant to be today, friends. Look at that. Jay's wrapping paper and I match. That is fun. Hopefully, yeah, Cindy, I don't think I've seen him either, so hopefully he'll show up. But look, his wrapping paper and I match today. And like even I re-wore my toppers from yesterday because I thought they went better with this shirt. All right. Oh, awesome. Dawn put in a gummy pan order yesterday. I also think I saw a few of you shopping over at 12 by 12 cardstock shop because I got a few notices. So thank you so much. Yeah. If we say his name enough, will he get here? I don't know. Oh, Danny. Oh, Danny. That is probably a good bet. Yep. All right. Let's see what Jay has in store for us. So we like to always feel it and listen to it. It doesn't shake. It's on the thinner size. It's flexible. What do you think it might be? And remember, in the chat, let's just type in DYE if we're talking about cutting dies. Yeah, this I don't need YouTube going through my chat later, getting mad at me. All right. So put over there what you think Jay might have sent in to us. And then we will open it. And his channel is Craft by Jay, so make sure that you go over and subscribe to him. He is on my Oso Inspired team, so you might be subscribed because of that. Got a lot of embossing folders, stamps. I think I'm going with Barbara. I might agree with that one since I can feel it. So, oh, a cat stamp would make sense too. All right, let's see what it is, friends. Let me start opening it and then I'll get my drum roll out. Oh, that would be nice. Some rainbow paper. Ooh, foil sheet, Irene said. Okay. Want to get it mostly open before I do my drum roll. Oh, you guys, look at that. It is a beachy scene die set, which I kid you not, I thought about the other day that I have like, I don't know if it's fake sand, but I have like a jar of sand in my craft room. And I'm like, I need to find that in case like I make a beachy scene, you guys. We might have to get out some real sand for this one. I love that. Give me your ideas, what you would do. Give me your ideas. Oh, let me get in here. What right here, I'll just show you the front. It's probably easier. So give me some ideas. While you do that, I'm going to go ahead and go over and get my sand out. I think I'm definitely going to make a little sand. Hopefully it doesn't all fall off before it gets to the recipient. I'll be right back, guys. I'll play you a little music, okay? Stephanie said sandpaper is her favorite for creating sand. Yes, I have done sandpaper, and I might have some sandpaper down here too, but this I knew where it was at. It's Ashland, so it must have come, I think Michael's is who sells that. So we're gonna make a little like sandy hill for this to go on. And we might do like sand on these little things. Oh, we could do it on our little guys there. So why don't we start with that? Let's start with our sandy parts, okay? So I want this little hill. This might be, let's see. Okay, it looks like these two are the same. And then I want my sandcastle pieces. Ugh. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and get out my magnetic folder because I do not want to lose any of these. I think for now those, so that's the little hills and the pieces for the sandcastle. So what I'm going to do, get a scrap of cardstock that will fit all of these. Yeah, that's plenty. And I'm going to put double-sided adhesive on this, which I guess I'll have to cut this twice because I need 2 of those little hills, I think. If I guess I'm going to do what they did. Oh, wait, I need 2 of the big hills. I have some adhesive sheets here. Has anybody ever used sand or sandpaper on their cards? Let me know in the chatter box or in the comment section. I haven't done it in a while, but I have done it before. And I'm just going to go ahead and snip off that extra. And then I can bring in my little baby die cutter. Hopefully this will go through okay with both those layers. Allison said no sand, but tiny glass stones. I wonder if it's the same thing I'm thinking of. I used to have these little teeny tiny glass beads, and I've often used those in the same way that I'm doing here. No, this needs to go on this side. Amy says she's used sand on double-sided adhesive or sprinkled on the thick embossing powder. Oh, that's a good idea too. That might keep it on there even better, huh? Oh, Elisa's used crushed glass. Lori said she's done both. Amy's used sandpaper to distress cardstock, but never as an element. Yes. Uh-oh. Oh, I forgot to put through my itty bitty sandcastle piece. Oh, darn it. And I actually needed 2 of those little ones. I'll have to run it through again. Who is crafting along today? We will go visit the Facebook album in a little bit. Please help me remember. Okay, I need to send this one. It didn't cut right there for me. I'm going to try to send that back through. Christine said she lives in a desert and the wind blows in lots of sand that sticks to glue, etc. Does that count? Sure, I guess. Suzanne says she's crafting along. Love it. Oh, Danny said she is making her craft roulette card later. I think I do have Nightbot sharing the link to my craft roulette video. If nobody has seen it, I was the guest the other night. So I hope you will check it out. Well, it looks like a lot of you saying you need to do your craft roulette card. I submitted, remember I was talking that night how whatever the website says, I say that I've submitted more cards. Well, it looks like Steven went back through the archives for me, and now the number he has is way more. Well, maybe not way more, probably 5 more than I thought I had. So I do get credit, guys, for those ones. And I'm just going to send that little piece through. Oh, thank you. Linda was just over at the Craft Roulette Gallery, leaving some love, it sounds like, or it looks like. Oh, I do have to keep an ear out for my phone to get a text, and I have to leave for a minute. We have a Walmart delivery coming, and I'll need to go up and let my husband know when it's on the way so he can keep an eye out for it. Is anybody else a Formula One fan? He was watching the race this morning. Or actually, you know what? It's probably still going on, but it was on a red flag. Okay. You know what? I'm just going to leave the front off that. I can't get it to get off me. All right. Let's go ahead and get these covered in something. Bring in my physics funnel tray. Who else still has a funnel tray like this for like your embossing powder or stuff like this? Guys, I cannot get that. What do I do? It will not come off my finger, and it won't come off my pokey tool. And I'm afraid that's going to happen with everything else. All right, let me see if this will work. Okay. Oh, that was a mess. Oh, a sticky mat, Stephanie, would have been a great idea. Yes. Thank you. Carlene says she loves my pokey tool. I had a subscriber send that into me. I do have her information in my drawer. I'll see if I can find it. Because she does. She'll make them to like whatever color you want. Oh wait, this poke. Oh, this one, right? This is the one a subscriber sent me. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I don't want to get. I don't want to get a sticky mat because then my darn sandals stick to that too. This is a freaking mess. Next time I want to do this, knock me in the head. I think. Oh, I thought if I could pick it up with that. Oh my gosh, if I could just. Okay, we might have to do these like a couple pieces at a time so I can hold it down. Sorry, that seems like a hassle. And I'm not just going to pour that whole container of sand over this because I think that could get messy fast. So I'm just going to use a little spoon, and now it'll stay in place. I'm going to take the release paper, and that's going to help me push it in there. Now, oh, look, now it's like a little treasure hunt. We get to try to find that piece. There we go. Put some on this. Okay. Now I get to fight with more pieces. Oh, that one went. Targets let me know they have 35% off something. Ah, well, I like that idea, except what if it falls off in this jar? But otherwise, I do kind of like that idea. Maybe I could dip it in the stuff that's down here. There you go. Elaine says crafters never give up. Exactly. Let's make it work, people. But you know what I might do? I took the sticky off here. I'm just gonna put that face down in there. We'll see if that works. Move it around. Does that work? I don't think it gets quite on there quite as well. So let's turn it back over and add some more. I think Presley's going to be disappointed if she wanted me to go faster today. Kind of like Craft Roulette. When you go on Craft Roulette, at least when I first started, they're like, don't try to do anything too difficult or something that you don't do often or have never done. I think this is why, you guys. One left. One left. That's a good question. Erica says, question for the crafties. What is the strangest thing you've ever put or glued on a card? Great question. So you can answer that here in live or on the replay in the comment section below. I think my weirdest thing is probably drywall tape, like that mesh grid stuff. I used to use that a lot on kind of like mixed media looking stuff, and I would either color it with inks or alcohol markers to get it different colors. It can be fishnet, it can just be fun accents. Jessica said, on purpose? Oh, look at that. Dawn said she made a shaker card using real hot cocoa and marshmallows in the shape of a mug. That sounds fun. All right. I'm going to tap off the, let me push that in a little bit further. Tap off the excess. And then I'll show you these up close because they're pretty fun. Hopefully I can get the backer off, since I try to make it a sticker, but I might have to use liquid glue. I'm just going to read some out. Macaroni, flower seeds, coffee filter, used tea bag. Oh, okay. This might have just gotten it. This might have just won it, you guys. A piece of tooth. Roxy for stamps. I think might be the winner of most odd. All right, Amy coming in clutch with another one. Oh, Linda said, oh my. Okay, Cindy, I don't even mean to click on yours. I don't think I'll bring that one back up. I'll let that be for the chatters. Amy said, not a card, but she did cut up advanced squad leader boards and game pieces decoration. That's a good idea. kind of just things you have that you might not use. And then Linda said one of the sheets you throw in the washer to catch dyes that bleed. It came out the most beautiful blue and you use it. Okay, I have those, Linda. I put those in with my new clothes if they're dye, if they have a lot of dye in them. So later, because of how this tray works, I can just undo the cap down here and pour all my sand back into my funnel or back into my jar, but I'll do that later. You know, why clean up now what I can leave for me to do tonight? All right, let me show you these. So, let's see there. We have some real sand for our card, or at least real fake sand. And now okay, so for the rest of these, I have to keep in mind that we'll be using our color palette that we chose on the kickoff. So I want to keep as much as possible to these colors. I can always use like neutrals and metallics, but I do want to kind of stick to just these. So let's look at our dyes again. Oh my, I'm like, where did my dyes go? Where did my dyes go? They're on the back. Yes, I can make a lot of cards with that. Dawn says she can't keep up with the comments. I'm still not sure this is as busy as Craft Roulette, but it is flying today. I will agree. Thank you so much for being here, everyone. If you have not yet, smash that like button, please. I see that we've got over 100 friends watching with us. So right now we have 84 likes. So I would appreciate it if you would click on that button right below this video that says like, or maybe it's just a thumbs up now. Okay, okay. I want to be able to see. You know what I think I'll do? I think I'm just going to cut everything out of white and then just kind of like, oh, when I did Craft Roulette, I just ink blended stuff the colors I wanted it to be. That way I don't have to try to figure out now, oh, what color should this be? It can just all be cut out of white cardstock. And for this, I think I'll set it up for my bigger die cutter just so I can do more at once. Ugh. I'm gonna do the little, oh gosh, lifesaver, but what is that called? Is it just the lifesaver or is that kind of like the nickname for it? I don't think I'll do the camera. All right, that's all I can get on here. Let's make the most of our cardstock. Hopefully these will all cut out okay. Sometimes when you have those dies up close to each other, they don't like to cut out as well. So oh, you know what? That one's too big. So I'm just going to cut these out. Yeah, like a light. What is that? Is it just called a lifesaver? Life preserver. There we go. Okay. Where is that? Yeah, and then you have like life jacket. Google says life ring. Oh my goodness. I just accidentally hit my mouse with something and it almost, oh my gosh, okay, hold on guys. It is, okay. Okay, I gotta be careful. I hit my mouse with something and it was going to totally get me out there. Life preserver. Okay. Okay. Let's see if this all came out. I'm gonna go ahead and go over and get my little pad that I ink blend on to just put these right onto. Here, I'll kind of show you. So this, I have it on my glass board. It is just like a kind of a silicone mat. I think I got it at, oh gosh, I don't know, scrapbook.com or Simon Says Stamp. It was a Tim Holtz thing. Oh goodness. That leaf right there. Monstera, is that what it is? This does not want to come out on my little board. It is down there good. Who wants to bet later I will not be finding these teeny tiny stars? And I'm going to put all the dies I have used over here. Well, that one needs to be taken out. Oh my gosh, this is definitely not going to be a quick day, you guys. I guess maybe once I get everything together. Okay. Ah! That's funny. So the die went and snapped itself to the magnet, and then what was inside popped out. So I guess that helped me. Okay, there's a random. Oh, that was the middle of the life preserver. Got a teeny tiny flower center. I still got to get this thing off. Oh, there we go. That worked. Okay. I am going to cut one more of these because I'm going to do the sign part separate. I'll probably just do like ink blend black for the pole, but I want my sign to be a different color. And if I do it that way, my To the Beach sentiment, I can just cut it out of this so that the background shows up instead of trying to cut out each of those letters and adhere them. Elise said, is this a stamp and die set or just a dies? It is a die set. Good idea, Don. I could have gotten out the little trays that go next to it. Okay, but since I'm on a roll here, we'll just stick with this for now. We'll bring in my next cardstock. Another one of those. And do the umbrella. Does anybody in the chat or on replay have this set? It's a great one for summer. I hope Jay will watch the replay when he's back home. Yep, Danny. Danny says little dies are why she saves all her scraps, especially because of her jaded blossom. Yeah, I used to never save like very little scraps. Not now, only because I buy more expensive cardstock. But yes, like when I do like especially the Spellbinders Advent calendar with lots of little pieces, those little scraps, they get used up. They become very useful. Anybody else? Do you like little dies and need scraps? Erica said after die cutting 3 sets of the C9 camp kit, she's on a break from tiny dies. I don't blame you. I know that you had to cut them out for all you guys that you did that, so I am sure. All right. Gonna be a colorful card when it's done. And that can go think this is one of like those fun little like kind of Crocs looking bags maybe. And then finally, the last thing I'm going to do now is take the To the Beach die with one of these, and I'm going to just run that through, and that way hopefully this will work. Hopefully. I might have to fiddle with some inner parts of letters, but I think it's better than having to put together all of the letters. What do you guys say? Oops. Thank you. Amy says she keeps every little scrap of C9 cardstock because she loves it so much. Yes. Catherine says she saves colored scraps and usually about halfway through her project runs out of the color she needs. That is never, I do not like running out of cardstock. But like someone said here for me, I was worried about my Gina K blueberry cardstock because I have like one full sheet, but you know, you can always kind of ink blend your own, especially if you have Catherine Pooler inks. Her inks are like so saturated it makes the cardstock look like it was actually that color. Oh goodness, this could be fun too, guys, because I have like the inside of the bee and stuff. We might just leave the inside of the letters out of it. Yeah. You know what? People are going to know what this sign says, even if we don't have the insides of like the B and the A. They're going to know that says To the Beach. Who's with me on that one? Okay. That's what nope. I almost threw that away. Was that what I cut off here? Oh, yeah. I'm like, where is the stick for my umbrella? It was still in here. All right. Okay, now that all of those are cut, I think I need like I need a little crispy Diet Coke drink break. Because I think you all know dyes with lots of things aren't my favorite, but man, do I like the way they look when they're all done. Thank you. We did get the likes number up. We are at 95 now. So please, if you came in a little bit later, smash that like button, friends. While I'm thinking about it, let's go ahead and take a look at the Facebook group album to see if we have some new creations added over there. So if you're not a member of my Facebook group, at the very bottom of the description box below is a link that you can sign up to join. You have to answer the questions and agree to group rules, and it automatically lets you in. I do not moderate any of that stuff, so you have to make sure you do that, okay? But then when you get in there, let me show you the top. That's what the logo will look like at the top. And then go into media, and then albums. And right here, this very first one is where you can share your projects that were inspired by this series. Now, remember, you don't have to have this die set to play along. Something either that inspires you that you have in your stash, you know, maybe you'll want to make a beachy scene. Maybe you just like maybe the beach umbrella or something. You just want to be inspired by either the gift I got today or the postcard that I created. Take a picture of it and then you'll upload it to this album. Let me refresh that. Make sure that if you don't have it labeled, like here, Erica has labeled hers with day 2, okay? And her YouTube name. If you don't do something like this, please put it over here on the right in the photo description, because then I won't have any questions, you know, because like your name on Facebook might not be even close to what your name on YouTube is. So that way we know who of our crafty family we're talking to and which day you were inspired by, okay? But let's go. I know yesterday, okay, I think this is where we start today because yesterday that was in the comments, but here's Christina. This was inspired by day 2. Look at that cute little guy in the cup. Oh, up next, oh, day 3, Arlene, she did the blending stenciling onto glitter cardstock and then used the skate. I love that. That's one of my favorite dies from Spellbinders. And then Carrie, 2 for day 3. Looks like she stenciled onto some glitter cardstock and made a slimline card. Lori C. I'm going to bet this is day 1. Lori, if you see this, friend, if you could just go back in and just put day 1, like right up here, you should be able to like edit your photo and do that just so we all know for sure. All right. And then Sue, same thing, friend. I'm going to guess this was probably day 1 since we had some fruits on there. Okay. Here's a good time. We're going to stop for just a second. So it looks like this picture of Sue's got in the album a few times. For some reason, um, and it seems to only be in my Facebook group, don't know why, but when you upload a photo, it will say like error, couldn't post, but you know what? It posts. So just go out of the album, refresh Facebook, come back in, and it's usually there. So if you get an error, please don't keep trying. But if you go back like 10 minutes later and refresh and it's still not there, then do try it again for me, okay? Okay, that's another suit. And we have, oh, Erica has for day 3, she has some white glitter clouds and rainbows. Love it. Oh, I saw the front of this. Arlene has created a box for her surprise Advent postcards. And then look at the front of it. Is that not so fun? I love that. Oh, and then I got mine updated. So I added mine in here. Okay, Paula, cute. I'm gonna guess this is day 2, maybe, with a little kitty cat and kind of a cup like on my day 2. Oh, Carrie, day 2 was inspired by the animals, loves cats herself. A little pile of animals. Awesome. Looks like that is the final one. Thank you so much to everybody who is there sharing. And I did also see that we have some Craft Roulette calls them glitter fairies, I believe, but we have some people over there leaving love in the comments. So thank you so much for that, for supporting each other. Danny says, heads up, Facebook sometimes doesn't always show the description on the photo when you upload from a mobile device. Okay. Thank you. That's a good one to know. So maybe if you are uploading from a phone or like a tablet, if you can get on a different device to add it or leave a comment. I know somebody left, maybe Suzanne, maybe left a comment on hers with the details of it. You could do that too after you upload. Thank you for that heads up, Danny. All righty, guys, let's get this started. So I'm going to bring in all of my ink pads, which here's what I'm using for this series. And we will make this very colorful. I am also going to get out kind of a nice gray, because I don't want it quite so black. I cannot find it. Here we go. I think for like this, like the umbrella pole and the sign pole, I'm going to use Earl Grey for that. And let's go ahead and we'll just start with that. So I'm going to use little blending brushes for these. And this is sticky, so I can just, well, it's not sticky, it's just doesn't let stuff slide. But I can just put it right there and then ink blend what I need. And it always looks kind of splotchy when you first do it, but TE inks, and I think Gina K ones do too, they do have a settling agent, so it evens out a little. Now, some of this might look splotchy, but that's also going to be behind my sign, so it won't be a huge deal. I think I'll do the handle in the gray. What do you guys usually do? I know we were talking about scraps, but if you're doing stuff like this, do you usually cut everything out of the color cardstock you want it, or do you ink blend like I am? Bye, Danny. Thanks for stopping by. All right, got that. Let's see. Oh, here the flag. We'll do that backer in gray. I'll try to move those out of the way as I color them. I think that will be it for the gray. I'll keep it out though, just in case, okay? Let's see what you guys say. Suzanne says she usually cuts out the color she wants, cut from colored scraps. All right, so you guys are usually just going ahead and cutting it out of the cardstock. Erica said she cuts white, ink blends some of it, and layers scraps over the base, depending on the look. All right. And don't forget, if you're here on replay, share your answers in the comment section. So this I'm just going to leave white to go behind these. And next, let's get out. I know that I want this to be the green color, so we'll get that one out next. This is Gina K Jelly Bean Green. And this is also the closest color I have to yellow for like the stars. So I'm going to go ahead and just do the stars in this color too. And I'm actually going to, this center here, the center of the flower. This life preserver ring will stay white. And okay. I'll do my fruit punch next. I think I'll do definitely these pieces from the life preserver. I don't know if hopefully we'll have a poll today, you guys. Because I think if I stopped and asked polls for all these things, we would be here all day. And I want one other thing. Let's do to the beach in the red, in the pink. And papaya will be next, a nice kind of peachy color. Yes, these are very tiny stars. Oh, wait. See, it's moved. These are very tiny. Yes. Paula, I do not have yellow because of the color palette. It was kind of like a yellowy green, so we went with that one. Okay, for this, I'm going to do the flower and the bag. And I think this is supposed to go on the bag, but I'm just going to leave it off. I'm not going to worry about it. I have two blues, so I'm going to do the blue raspberry from Tailored Expressions first. There are two blue raspberries, and I think I'll do the outside piece. And that's it for that, because we'll have some blue for like our sky or our water. Oh, that's a good idea too. Lisa said she colors a cardstock before she die cuts. That's a good one too. Okay, so we still have just these two pieces left. So I guess, you know what? I won't do another blue. I won't do the Gina K blue raspberry now. I'll just do the rest in eggplant, the pieces that are left. So I'm going to put my blue blender brush away. I don't want to have to get out the fail sound today. Let's try to make it through. This one's pretty dark. And then maybe I'll use the Gina K blue raspberry for the sky. Okay, I think that's it. Start adhering together. And for this, I think I will use a liquid glue. Some of these pieces are tiny, and I'm just going to kind of put some on my hand here. Get that lined up. And because the pad is just on top of my magnetic glass board, I can still put those right on there to help it dry. For the flag, I'm just going to put a little dot of glue right on there. This one's got, and then the umbrella. I think I'll do the same thing, just put the glue right on the front of this. Since I do have to concentrate right now, make sure, guys, that you are using the Alicia or Crafty Owl if you need my attention. Okay, this does not want to pick that up. When I can look up to take a look at the comments. Oh, look at the cute little umbrella. Kelly said, "What is the tiny H die cut for?" Kelly, that came when I cut the sentiment for the sign. I cut it out of another layer instead of trying to glue down all those letters. Ugh. I don't think I'm going to try to glue the umbrella pole to the back of the umbrella itself. Just when I do the layout later, I will add that first and then add the umbrella on top. Let's see. Okay. So I can barely see them, so I know that you probably can't, but there are some lines on here that are going to help me line up these little pieces on my circle. Hopefully that's what those are for. All right, and then I think the last thing, I'm going to put this little guy right in the middle of there. Ah, All right, everything's put together. Crispy Diet Coke break. Hello, Teresa. Safe travels home from church, friend. Suzanne's already got her card posted. We might have to go over there again and see if anybody else has done it. All right. Oh, yes. Mona says lots of fiddly bits, but they do make the cutest cards. I tried to avoid it. I don't know. I made that one like really awesome patriotic card using a Spellbinders die set that took forever to put together, but man, is it awesome. So I am sure we will love this too. I'm going to put all my ink pad. My Earl Grey just opened. I got a little Earl Grey right there and maybe a little bit on my leaf, but just don't look that close. Okay, now we need to make a background, which sorry I didn't have any polls today, friends. But we got to make a background, and I think I'm just going to do like some cloud stenciling and in blue, and then I still need to make a sandy hill for the bottom of our. Let's do that. So I need to make a sandy hill for the bottom of our postcard. I'm going to set all that to the side. And get out. Let's see, will this be big enough? So I need a piece. I need a strip that's at least wide as that. Yeah. So I'm just going to cut, I'm going to cut this in half. All right. Bye, Carlene. Thanks for stopping by. If you do have to leave early, please make sure to smash the like button on the way out if you haven't already. I'm going to put that right down here. And I'm getting ready to get out a vintage tool that I've had in my stash for I would not even know how long, that I don't know if I'll ever be able to part with. And I have shared about it before. So if you think you know what tool I'm going to get out, let me know in the chatter box or down in the comment section below. Let's see if anybody can get it. All right. Oh, if I can find it. There it is. I won't show it yet. We'll see if anybody comes up with it. I'll take. Oh wait, I don't want to cut that just yet. Anybody? Give me your guesses over there. While you're giving me your guesses, let's go take a look at. I think Suzanne said she had put one in here, so let's refresh. Oh yes, look at Suzanne's beach scene here. Look at that, you guys. That's so cute. So cute. All right, let's see what we got here. Sticker maker. No, I do love a Xyron though. Deckled pair of scissors. I do still have some of those, but it looks like Vicky got it. Vicky was the first one, at least. My wavy cutter from Creative Memories right here, friends. Had it forever. It has 2 different waves on it. You got like kind of like a, more smooth one than a quick one. I think I'm going to cut it with this just so it's, well, actually though, our pizza's pretty little, isn't it? No, I like that. I'm going to cut it with this one down here. So I just want a gentle wave. I don't want it too tall. I think I'll cut it right there. Actually, a little bit taller. Erica says she's sorry she ever let that cutter go. Vicky still has hers. Elisa has hers. Yeah, let me know, guys, if you have this, if you still have it. All right. Oh, I wish, Elisa, that I had paper tearing rulers. I don't. I do not. Carmen still has hers. Yay. Such a good. Now I'll hang on to that. We'll see. Maybe we'll need that later in the series. But now I can kind of have just like my rolling sandy beach here. And oh, you know what? I think I will go ahead and cut this to the width, and that way I don't have to try to cut sand on my trimmer. Mm, You know what? Maybe I should have cut that a little bit shorter. Because I don't know. Let me see. We might, I made all this stuff. We might not be able to put everything on here. Because yeah, we might not be able to put everything from our seed on here. I am gonna cut this just a little bit shorter. So for that, I'll just bring out my regular trimmer. And then I'm gonna cut it to, I think this is at 4 3/4, like 4 3/4 inches wide. Yeah, Kristen, somebody mentioned earlier that the emoji keyboard doesn't always work on iPhones either, so it's probably the same on iPad. What you could do is see if YouTube, if there's an update, like the app itself, or you could log in to the actual YouTube website and not the app, and it might work that way. Instead of going to the YouTube app, go to Chrome or Safari or whatever you surf the internet with and type in www.youtube.com there. I'm not going to put that on there quite yet. Instead, I'm going to bring back in my sanding tray. Mom Full of Joy said, how and when did I get into card crafting? So I actually just shared this the other night on Craft Roulette. I think I was talking about it. My sis, I think it was on Craft Roulette. Who knows? Maybe I didn't. But I have shared it recently. My sister, I came to visit her when I was probably 19. Here, she actually lived in the same area that I do because her husband was in the military at the time, and I came to visit her. And one of her neighbors was a Stampin' Up demonstrator, and so Lisa had went to some of her parties, I believe, and Lisa taught me heat embossing. You guys, I think Stampin' Up and heat embossing are like the gateways for many of us. And so I did, we did that together, and then I kind of went to scrapbooking more, and then I returned again to card making. But it was my sister. You can thank her. I don't know if she's listening. Crafty Days in the chat. Did anybody else see the dinosaur in the sand? I did not. Oh, or do you mean like an excavation? If you do not like a messy card, if you're not a person who wants to receive, possible sand in a envelope, probably would not enter to win today's card. It definitely is. I agree. Just making sure to push that in so hopefully it won't fall off. That's heavy. Oh. Okay. I keep every scrap of this stuff, that's for sure. And my double-sided adhesive. I'm pretty stingy about using that. Anybody else? Alrighty, I'm going to bring back in my glass board and stencil a sky. And who knows, it could be kind of like water into sky. I was going to get out my cloud stencil, but because we might want it to look like water as well, I am just going to just use blues and do this ink blend all one color. Ooh, okay. All right, so I kind of know where I need to start ink blending. And getting out a big brush for this, otherwise I'll be here all day. And since I have not used, I did not use any Gina K Designs blue raspberry, that's what I'll use for the sky on here. So I think I got to use every single color in our color palette today. Terry says, that is so cool. What is a sand called? This is what it is. And I don't know. Is Ashland a Michael's thing or is it a Dollar Tree thing? I really think it was Michael's, and it's just a huge jar of sand. Like I think it was Erica said, I'll have it for 1,200 cards. I'll have to go back and look at that. Okay. I'm going to kind of start in the middle and go out, I think. I kind of want to give the whole thing a layer, and then I think I'll kind of make it a little darker here down at the bottom. Just in case you can see the edges, I'll give that a little blue too. Elisa thinks Michael's. Yeah, I think it's Michael's too. I'm pretty sure, because I don't know that the size of that jar I would have ever gotten for $1 or $1.25 at Dollar Tree, which when I bought it would have definitely been $1. All right, I might not even need our little, because I did other sandy hills. You know what? I don't know if I'll ever get that to stick to that sand. We might just have to build our sand castle up here. Yeah, I think I might just build these separately. I'm going to put my sand castle on a dimensional to pop it up and then put the second layer. Actually, okay. All right, this is where it could get tricky, you guys. I got to try to figure out where everything goes. I definitely want a sand castle. And you know what? I don't want, no, I can glue this down, can I? Because that's just cardstock. I'm going to go ahead and glue this down, but I'm only going to put glue toward the bottom in case I need to slip something. Oh gosh, at the top of, up in the top of my hill. Oh, this thing's already shedding sand. Sorry to whoever gets it. But again, if you don't want sand in your envelope, probably wait and choose a different day. And now you guys, it's a little too big for this. Oh gosh, I got to choose a pair of scissors that I don't care about. Oh my goodness. Okay. Uh-oh. Did anybody see where, oh, there it is. Ah, I thought I lost my sand castle. Okay, but I want to figure out like where, so this will probably go over here. And then if we have our umbrella over here, I have to pop that up too. I am going to need to glue that to the umbrella just because I won't be able to glue it to the sand down there. Oh no, Marilyn. Marilyn said she just spilled her drink on the floor. It was in a 32-ounce jar and some of her papers got splattered. Oh, Marilyn, I am so sorry. That sounds not fun. I'll let this hang up higher. And then probably, oh gosh, put the tote there. We might not even need our Monstera leaf. How about this? Oh gosh. How in the heck can I glue this to sand, you guys? This was, you know what? Glue dots. I'm gonna try glue dots. I don't know what I was thinking. The sand was a cute idea, but then I got to. Okay, I'm gonna try glue dots and glue. Thank you, Kelly. Oh, glossy accents. I'm afraid the liquid glue is going to go down in the sand. So I think what I'm going to do is try a glue dot. I do like that glossy accents idea, though. Let me see if I can find mine. Let's see if I have any on here. Okay. All right. I'm going to try this where the stuff is on the sand. My magnets. We'll see. We'll give that some time to dry and we'll see how it works out. For my umbrella, I'm going to get a dimensional, which I keep meaning to leave my dimensionals. Oh, no, I did. Good. I wanted to leave them out where I could find them. Here we are. Oh. I'm going to put a dimensional on the back of my umbrella. And then I'm not going to worry about sticking that down. I'll try to put the purse over that. Oh, Erica, it looks like you have a migraine again, friend. Yuck. I saw somebody said to maybe do, Lisa said to maybe do brown. Oops, where'd it go? Use brown ink on the sandcastle. Make it stand out. Let's see if I get out my ink pad and run that through. I'll get out one that is old in case like I get sand in it, maybe. Oh man, I used to have this. Oh, there it is. There it is. One of my first ever ink pads, probably. This one, I know it had to probably come from Hobby Lobby, but man, I have had this probably since I got married. Oh, what, almost 27 years ago. I've had this forever. Let's see if I can. I think it's just taken off my sand. I was seeing if I could just rub the sides in there, but I don't know if it's working or not. It is taking off the sand though. All right. And this might be too big for the back. Let me see. So I'm going to pop up the bigger piece, and that way I can slip the other one underneath it, kind of like the second level. Put some glue right there. And stick on my second level of my sandcastle. Has everybody smashed the like button yet? If you have, put like in all caps in the chat. And if you haven't, go ahead and smash that like button, please. You can't really tell that's a sandcastle. Might be a little bit too real. Oh, goodness, guys. Oh, I almost forgot to adhere down my to the beach sign. Paula says, am I going to add a cat in Jay's honor? Paula, I don't know that I'm going to die cut one more thing today. I think I'm done die cutting. Thank you, guys. Thank you for smashing that like button. Thank you. Thank you. All right. I'm going to glue down. I don't like that there. Good, because it didn't stay in place anyway. No, it looks like glossy accents worked there. Maybe I'll do a whole bunch of glossy accents on the back of this one. We'll just try to make an extra little hill here. This thing is shedding sand like crazy, you guys. Oh no, I had brown ink on my hands. Look what I did. We're gonna have to put something there, friends. Oh goodness. Oh, let me clean that off first. Oh, look. I thought I was gonna get through without this today. Oh, that was a double fail. That's what I get, friends, for trying to highlight the edge of the sandcastle. Darn it. It does not look very pleasing. But what we'll do, can I get that? I'm going to tuck that lifesaver in behind there. There we go. That'll cover it up. See, we can make it work. Okay, let's let that dry, and then I'll put on the sign. And we're almost done. How do we do it? Well, 11:35. We're getting there. I might be a little bit earlier, and I have not heard any storms yet. But I think it was going to start about 1 o'clock. I see people saying add a cat. I'm not die cutting anything else. But you know what would be really fun? In the Facebook album, if you play along, add a cat for Jay. I think that would be fun. Yes, life preserver to the rescue, definitely. Okay. Hopefully this has had time to dry. I'll put one in the center. And then pop this up with dimensionals. Oh, yeah, we still do have to do prizes and bonus drawings, but maybe we can be quick about it today, right? Like I'm ever quick about anything. I keep just running off the head thinking of other things. Today though was kind of a more quiet day. I think I had to concentrate a lot today. Get out my glossy accent, and I'm just ugh. Uh-oh, it already. I'm gonna hold this down. I put a huge blob of glossy accents there, so I'm just gonna hold that down with my pokey tool because I do not want that to get stuck to the bottom of my. Oh yeah, I can add the tiny flag to the sandcastle. I forgot about that. Oh, you know what? Here we go. That will help cover up some of that huge glob of glue there I have in my sand. Okay. This is teeny tiny. Oh my gosh. Tamara, I am going to delete your comment, okay, friend? I won't tell when I'm going to do bonus words or anything. Crafty Al, did part of the sandcastle come off by the left magnet? No, I have both my sandcastle pieces there, but you honestly can't tell very much that this is a sandcastle. I'm going to be honest with you. And have that coming off the top of our sandcastle. Actually, let's. Oh my gosh. All right, let's pause, guys. I'm glad the one person did ask about a bonus word because I forgot about it. What time is it, friends? What time is it? Let me know over there in the chat. There's a sandcastle piece above the glass map. Yes, there. Oh, I'll show you why that is. On the so on the insert, it had one piece down here and one up here. I just didn't end up using it. Yes. Okay. Yes. 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 This is the first day that I've kind of forgotten. So. Get out your secret word tracker. If you do not have yours, you can find it linked in the description box below and also on the visual supply list, which we have not looked at that today, friends. So let's do that because I did update it just a little bit. So let me know over there what time it is, not the actual time itself, but here on the stream. But so this, you can go here and it has links to all of the bonus prize sponsors, including I have a couple discount codes, as well as any social media sites for my daily prize sponsors. And then yesterday, if you scroll down a little bit, I added rustic blooms here because we used that the other day from Not Too Shabby. And then you really can't see it, friends, but this right here on the left is the cardstock I shared yesterday from 12 by 12 Cardstock Shop, the white wood grain cardstock. It just looks like a white box, but that will take you there. And don't forget, you can save 10% with the code CraftyAl10. And then if you scroll down, I did add the shirt I'm wearing today, as well as maybe another one that will be making an appearance during this series. So you can check those out. But let me think of a word for today and write it down, and then I will tell you. Okay, today's word, which will go, oh, and you can find a link to the visual supply list down in the description box above the related products. Today's word is going to go on your day 4 section, okay, friends? So you'll want to write it there. And today's word is going to be beach, B-E-A-C-H. That one probably do try to spell because you got like beach, please, when you mean something else. We don't want it to be that word. All right. Erica, if you use my link below, it is tied to my affiliate account there. Thank you very much. Yes. So the one on the visual supply list and the one in the description box, which I do try to bold it, but sometimes it'll just have asterisks around it, is down in the description box, and that will be tied to me. Thank you for asking. Amy says, she's thinking she'll take the sand idea and make a litter box with a few cats. I have a feeling Jay would appreciate that. So, all righty, let's go ahead, guys. I think everything's glued. This one's got some weight to it. I want to close up. Oh, there it is. I don't want my glossy accents to dry up. I did not end up using any of the stars or the Monstera leaf, but that is cute. I do love that Monstera leaf. Now, I think we can maybe do a poll, but let me get out what I have for backgrounds, okay? let's take a look. I'm going to bring in some of the backgrounds I have pre-cut. I'm going to look at them. So here we have white. I kind of like the way that one looks. We have the pink, which would pull out more of the cyan in our little life preserver. Oh, Craft by Jay. Jay, yours got picked today. You have to go back and make sure to watch the replay from the beginning. We were sad you weren't here, but we figured Danny thought the same thing, that you were probably at church. So you'll have to go back and watch. We were excited. Okay. Here's the green. You know what? I barely have any green on there since I didn't use a leaf. So I'm not going to have that be one. I think that's a little too dark. This one would go well with the sky. Otherwise, I got out of... Okay. I think my three favorites were these. And they might not have been yours as you peruse them. I do understand that. I'll show you them once again, but be thinking about which color you're going to pick. Don't put it in the chat box yet, but it'll be 1 for white, 2 for pink, and 3 for blue. Okay, so let me get, oh wait, first, get your poll lights out. If you're not on an iPhone or a tablet, get your poll lights out on the chat. It is time, friends, for you to let me know what you would like me to do. Let me get, and then I'll show them to you again. So you'll have like 2 minutes to vote. You'll have plenty of time to vote, and then but I will show you on each one of those again so you can make your decision. All right. Here was 1 for white. 2 for pink, kind of red too, but 2 for pink, we're calling it. Or 3 for blue. So get your votes in. You have about 1.5 minutes. I'll kind of like just leave that like that. So 1 for white, 2 for pink, 3 for blue, and I'll play some music while you get your votes in on that. Alrighty, guys, the votes are in, and the winner of this poll is, with 43%, it will be the blue. I think any of those were pretty good options. But this goes more with the beachy theme. So I will get that added to this, and then we will get it given away. We will do our bubblegum bonus drawings, and then I'm going to call it a day because it looks like the Walmart delivery is on the way for about 20 minutes from now. So I'm up there to help. That's probably a bonus. I'm going to put some extra adhesive on the back of this just because it is a little heavy. And I'm going to put some liquid glue too, so I have some time to get it centered. Put some magnets. Hold that down, friends. All right. Oh, thank you, Debbie. Thank you so much. That will go into my tip jar. Appreciate that. Thank you. We'll get out of. I don't know if Kimberly's here today, but
Thank you very much.
thank you so much. I think let's go ahead while this is kind of drying and finishing up. Let's pick a winner for either of the prizes that I'm giving away now, either the postcard or the consolation prize. I would like for you to be a subscriber. I would like for you to have liked this video. And then you have to be at least 18. You can be worldwide. You cannot have one, though. If you've already won a postcard, you can't sign up to win this postcard. If you've already won a consolation prize, you cannot sign up to win the consolation prize, okay? Let me go get that ready for the giveaway, and we will do that. All right. If you would like to be in the drawing for today's postcard, one time over in the chat box, I want you to type in hashtag Sandy, hashtag SANDY, Sandy. It does need to look exactly like it shows on screen. You need the hashtag, all of the letters, no space. If you do happen to notice that you've typed it incorrectly, do go ahead and retype it so you get your entry, but there's no reason to spam the chat with it because each username does only get one entry into the drawing. And after you've done that, again, if you have not yet already smashed the like button, please do so. We're a little bit low on likes today compared to where we have been. Right now, we are at 120. We did blow past the 100, but we've been kind of like 130 to 150. So if you're just coming in, please go ahead and click on that button. Free, quick, easy, right below the video. And we have about a minute left, so I will play you some music. For some reason now, like your fun emojis, not just the member ones, are showing up weird in my comments. They're all words, but I know they're not mine. Darn it. YouTube's giving us fits today with those emojis. All right. Time is up. Let's find out who will be getting today's postcard, our beachy sandy postcard. Good luck to everyone. And make sure to stick around because I will be telling you how to claim it. But good luck and congratulations to Lori, congratulations, Lori. Make sure to remember what it says on screen is your username and stick around. I'm going to tell you how to claim it. For the next one, let me remove that. Our very exclusive, super limited edition consolation prize. I know many of you are excited about this. All of the same rules do apply as for the postcard. If you've won one before, all that stuff. If you've won one before, do not enter to win again. But all 18, please like, please subscribe. It can be worldwide. But let me show you that sticker in case you're new. This was inspired by when I got left home as a baby when the rest of my family went to Disney World and I guess Six Flags on the way back home. And I had a t-shirt that says like they went there and all I got was a lousy t-shirt. Well, for the consolation prize, I attended the surprise Advent live stream series and all I got was this lousy sticker. So here's our consolation prize. I know many of you are excited about it. So if you would like to be entered to win the sticker, if you have not gotten one yet, let me get the giveaway ready for that. Maybe. Ooh, it did not want to work. So same thing applies. Make sure it looks like it does on screen. Don't spam the chat. But if you would like to be in the running for today's, one time over in the chat box, type in hashtag sticker, hashtag STICKER sticker. And you got about a minute and a half left. So you get that in. Got about 30 seconds left to get in hashtag sticker. And I will tell both of my winners how to claim today's prizes. And then we will do our bubblegum bonus. I have not forgotten. Got my notepad right out here, ready to take notes. Guys, good luck to everyone. Let's find out who the sticker will be going to. Kelly, congratulations. Make sure to stick it. Well, now I'm going to tell you right now. Make sure you know what it says your username is here on screen. And then what you'll do, both you and the winner of the postcard, down at the bottom of the description box below is a link to a Google form that you will need to fill out. You'll need to know what it said your username was on screen, which day you won, and which prize you won. And then you'll give me your full name and your mailing address so I can ship them off in July after the finish of the series, after it's all done. So today was day 4, and you either won the postcard or the lousy sticker. Yes, congratulations, love over there, congratulating everyone. Let's get our bubblegum bonuses drawn. So let me get that ready. And the bubblegum bonus, this is going to only be if you're entering to win the grand prize. So if you don't know if you're qualified, make sure to watch a kickoff video if you haven't already. But real quick, basically it's US subscribers. I know some of my international friends have a US address, but if you are going to do that, if you have a US address, you are still responsible for any customs or fees that you incur if you do win at the end. All right. So if you would like to be in today's bubblegum bonus drawing, one time over in the chat box, friends, I want you to type in hashtag bonus. I will draw 4 names today. There's nothing you need to do to claim this. I'm just going to put a wheel of names and I will announce the winners in the recap and giveaway rules video, which will come later in June. And these are for extra entries into the final drawings. Okay. And I would highly suggest too, make sure that you're subscribed to my email list. Make sure you're reading all of my posts completely. Because there are some secret bonus words out there, my friends. Many of you have already earned those. So you keep those coming in and we'll play a little bit more. We'll do this song. All right, guys. So remember, there's nothing you need to do right now to claim it, but if you are chosen in that recap and giveaway rules video, there will be something you have to do. So make sure to stay subscribed, turn on that bell for all, or ring that bell for all notifications. The first name going in today will be Don Shipperwright. Hopefully I didn't mispronounce that too badly. Congratulations, Don. Got it right. Hold on, that's a long one. All righty, I got Dawn down. Number 2 going in today will be CC52. Congratulations. Name number 3 is Carrie B. Congratulations, Carrie. And the last name going in today is Debbie King. Congratulations. Thank you to everybody who was here to play along and enter. I appreciate it whether you've been here 1 minute or 10 or 1 minute. No, we've definitely been here. Everybody's been here more than 1 minute, but thank you to everybody, whether you just got here or if you have been here the whole 2 hours. I am going to hop off because the groceries are still on the way. So I'm going to run upstairs and then Presley and I can have some lunch and head out for our fun errands, hopefully before it storms. Thank you guys so much for being here. Hope to see you again tomorrow, 10 a.m. Central. Sign up for my email list if you haven't already. It is linked toward the top of the description box below, and I've been sending out reminders. So in case you do forget. Yes, it is dirty soda time. Hopefully we'll make it there. I told her I'm not going to wait in line for 4 hours. But until tomorrow, guys, hope you're all having a crafty day. Bye-bye.